But for me, usually it's people, I guess if you know Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the people who've
Yes.
solved the first levels of those things, like financial, the kids are in school, the house is mostly paid off, um, the tuitions are paid off, they're in a comfortable place financially. And they're like, what's next? I need that self-realization. This is where I want to give back. So that's where
Mm.
I would define it more than a
I
vertical,
love that. I love that.
just
Yeah.
a place in life. Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely. You got to have some kind of, I think, foundation that is set, and you're able to not focus on feeding yourself with your own oxygen mask, but now you're looking to right help others, and because you're in a position to, and because it's the right thing to do, depending on where you are, right in that segment of your life. But those are definitely, some sound prerequisites. That's awesome, man. And so, listen, I'm really glad having you here, sharing, a bit about yourself, sharing what it is that you do for the audience listening, right? And let's say they are curious how it works. Maybe you have a free resource. What's the best way for them to get a hold of you, and what is the best next step for them to take?
Yeah, that's great. So I have some tools I use. I will share them with you. You could put them in links in the comments or something.
Sure.
Um, the easiest way to find me is on LinkedIn, Pete Grimes. I'm on LinkedIn. That's where a lot of my tools are. That's where I speak about a lot of my frameworks of getting it done. On there, you can find this video where I show how your rough draft could be done in a week. Based on that interview, the rough draft is done in a week. People don't believe it, but it's true. Some of these tools I have, which are very worthwhile to know, is that one tool, which is a quick start guide for writing your book. Kind of hinted at that earlier, which is how you could validate your message just by picking up the phone and speaking to a peer of yours and say, if I wrote a book about this, what would you be interested in? What advice do you need from me? Another thing I have is a legacy profiler. You answer 5 questions, and it tells you where your legacy, where your message is solid and where you can expand it and just different avenues for solidifying your impact.